Hello, welcome to Rugby TV. If you are new here, please subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss our next video. Biography of Daniel Arap Moi. Oftentimes, African leaders are nicknamed with words from their campaigns or mode of leadership. Daniel Moi is a victim of the nickname trend. He is called Nyayo, a Swahili word for footsteps. He often said his style of leadership was like that of Jomo Kenyatta, the founding father of Kenya, even though he did things differently. This Kenyan politician served as vice president of Kenya and later became president. It is human nature to always chase power, and once it is gotten, it is hard to let go. This is the story of Daniel Moi, who was president from 1978 to 2002. He is the longest serving Kenyan president who served for 24 years. Nyayo was born on September 2, 1924 in Kurengo village, Baringo County of the Kalenjin tribe. He lost his father shortly after his birth, and his uncle, Kimwoi Chebe, took care of him. Moi completed his secondary education at Kapsabet High School and attended Tambach Teachers Training College in the Keyo district, becoming a qualified teacher. He worked as a teacher for 9 years, from 1946 to 1955, before venturing into full-time politics. He became a member of the legislature for Rift Valley. The people saw him as a better replacement for the former representative, Dr. John Tameno, who had drinking problems. His first term in the Legislative Council was a success, and it gave him chance for second term in 1957. Also, because of his educational experience, his service was required as Minister of Education in the pre-independence government of 1960 to 1961. In 1960, he formed Kenya African Democratic Union, KADU, with Ronald Ngala, a major challenger of Jomo Kenyatta's Kenya African National Union, KANU. Moi's party wanted a federal constitution, but Jomo was in favor of centralism. Kenya gained independence on December 12, 1963, with Jomo Kenyatta becoming president. Kenyatta then convinced Moi's KADU to merge with his KANU, and in 1964, the two parties became one, Kenya African National Union, KANU. With this merger, one would think that the country will become a one-party state, but not for so long, as the Kenya's People's Union challenged the party's dominance in 1966. Eventually, in 1969, Kenya's People's Union was banned and Kenya became a one-party state. Kenyatta had interest in the fertile lands of the Rift Valley, the land occupied by Moi's Kalenjin tribe, and to buy their hearts, he first appointed Moi Minister of Home Affairs in 1964 and later made him Vice President in 1967. With that move, Kenyatta found his way into the heart of this minority Kalenjin tribe. Even as Vice President, Moi was elected into the Kenyan Parliament in 1963 for Baringo North. From 1966 to his retirement in 2002, he served as Baringo Central Representative in the Kenyan Parliament. Moi became acting president after Kenyatta's death. Kenyatta died on August 22, 1978. There was a need to complete Kenyatta's tenure, and a special presidential election was held on November 8. Moi was the only candidate in the election. Against Kenyatta's dictatorial style of leadership, Moi chose a different path and became popular in Kenya, for he traveled all over the country to listen to the people. That listening ears of Moi closed sooner than expected, as there was a coup to overthrow him in 1982, led by Senior Private Ezekiel Ojuka, but it failed. Ojuka was sentenced to death. Becoming suspicious, Moi banned political opponents and reduced the influence of Kenyatta's loyalists in his cabinet. The elite moved against Moi's decision of making Kenya a one-party state, but were dealt with through secret police. A lot of them went on exile. Moi was gradually becoming a dictator. There were cases of political repression, like the torture at the Nyayo House torture chambers. These stories of torture came to light when Mwai Kibaki became president in 2003. With the international community taking interest in Kenya at the end of the Cold War, Moi was forced to make Kenya a multi-party state. However, the 1992 and 1997 elections won by Moi only showed that he was not ready to give up power. The elections were marred by violence. In 2002, making it his 24th year of being president, he was barred from running in that year's presidential elections that saw Mwai Kibaki emerge winner. Moi had to retire, choosing Uhuru Kenyatta as his successor, but the people thought otherwise. Moi reluctantly handed over power. The 94-year-old is still a voice in Kenya's political scenario, despite the fact that he is retired. Once a politician is always a politician, right? Moi married Lena in 1950, but they divorced in 1974, and she died in 2004. He has 8 children. His net worth is estimated to be more than $3 billion. What's your take on Moi as a Kenyan politician? Let's know in the comment section. Will it be ridiculous to subscribe to our channel? If no, please like this video, share and subscribe to our channel.